car. And then there's the Honda Civic Type R. Civic as in sensible, Type R as in rally sport nutter lurking underneath. 197 brake horsepower and, believe it or not, a better power to weight ratio than a Lotus Elise.
If you look back in history, you'll find the most popular car ever was a Toyota Corolla, but perhaps it's the most boring car ever too. Well, Toyota hope to address that balance with this, their latest T-Sport.
But can any of these three offer true sports car performance and capture the imagination like the originals? Well, to help us find out, we've drafted in some old-school hot hatch fanatics.
A hot hatch over any other type of car is basically the extra performance you're going to get. It's the extra styling, it's the extra mile that the designers and the manufacturers have gone to stand that car out.
The thing I like about hot hatches is that they're really small, nippy, everybody wants to race you on the road, and value for money, you just can't beat them.
The point of having a car with the speed that these hot hatches have is that you know you can go that bit quicker if you want to, when no one's looking. Put your foot on the accelerator and bring a smile to your face.
What they're looking for isn't only striking looks, but a car that can be driven high up in the rev range, giving you the same experience as a true sports car.
It's quite dull. It looks like many of the other Corollas. There's too much gap between the wheels and the arches.
I hope they haven't spent too much design in this, which I don't think they have, because it's pretty pathetic, really.
It's a horrible car.
Do you think this car smells hot hatch? Does it say hot hatch?
It looks like a hot hatch, yeah. Especially the front.
It's very hairdresser-ish.
It's a cute hatch.
It's a cute hatch.
There we go.
For me, definitely the best-looking car here.
It's a little bit lower, a little bit sleeker, a little bit sportier.
Does it make a difference that it's a Civic?
I think it's a horrible tag to carry around with it.
Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. I was on 125 in St. Nick, chilling with this chick named Tom DeLeo. Was a hot girl, and everybody wanted to slay.
What's the point? I mean, you can't do more than, say, 40 mile an hour, Stuart, on roads like this.
It's the fact knowing that you're in a car that can do it.
That's what I said.
Everyone
knowing
knows
that you
that.
can do it.
And I just wanna blow your mind. I'm talking literally blow your mind.
Once you hit 5,000 revs, something kicks in and it just starts pulling a bit more. It just feels like a standard
Clio.
Clio.
That's a little bit quicker.
That's a bit quicker, exactly.
Would you find yourself, any of you, in this car, looking at your reflection in the shop window?
No.
Now hold up, stop. Now wait a minute. We don't stop, we rock, cause ain't a limit.
It's a bit slow on the pickup, the clutch is quite soft. It slid a bit there on the, taking the bend, but then I don't expect many people to take.
Well, no, I would have thought that was the way you took the bend, sir.
I feel safe in the car, but it's no fun, there's no excitement.
That's nice for you.
Can
you show me that gear change you did again?
Which one?
It's quite amusing then. Yeah, that one I like that. What is all that about?
Well, we go drag racing and you have to change gear very quickly.
Yeah. They got it up to 7, dropped into pool, the revs right down.
It falls off the cap.
It falls right down, and it's taken another 5 seconds to get back up again. It doesn't feel sporty, it doesn't feel like a hot hatch. It feels like a nippy city car, really.
But we're back to the manuscript, cause I don't think you can handle this.
You're taking this pretty seriously, ain't you, Dad?
If you want to drive a car, you drive how you do on the road.
Is this how you drive on the road then?
No.
I was going to say, how many points you got on your licence?
Too many. And I've never driven a car that you hit 6,500 revs and it picks up even more. I actually feel a little tingle when I'm driving it, you know. It puts a smile on your face.
This is so much nicer. This is definitely a hot hatch.
All of a sudden, these guys have become full-on touring car drivers.
Oh, I'm 17 again.
Brakes, steering, all of that stuff.
I haven't really brake much yet. But
No, I've noticed that.
the steering's very responsive.
One word to sum up this car.
Fantastic.
Well, Danny, Jason and Stuart have had fun in our 3 hot hatches, but it's time for them to decide which car out of the 3 is the most desirable or which one they want to fight us and take home. Let's start with you, Dan. Which one is it to be, mate?
I like the Clio very much, but for me it's definitely the Honda.
Why?
It looks the part, it drives the part, it handles really well, and it's the car that I want to be in.
Good words.
You've got a bit of a smirk. I reckon you might be saying the same thing, eh?
Yeah, exactly the same. Agree with everything he said. It's smooth, handles the road, sticks to it, it's just oozing with power.
But it looks like an MPV.
Nah, it's sleek like an arrow.
How about you, Stu?
I like the Clio, I like the styling, especially the front. It's saying get out of my way, but again I'm going to agree with the boys, and I'm going with the Honda as well. It's the most exciting to drive out of three.
Neil? Yeah, to that Honda. So it looks...
hold on, here's a good question.
Go on.
Clear winner. Who comes second?
Clio.
What's up with the Toyota?
Well, just look at it.
So there you have it. The lads have all gone for the Honda Civic, and who can blame them?
Interested in buying one of these? Well, we found a fantastic deal on the Renault Sport Clio 172 in silver, just like the one featured in this week's show, for just 12 grand. That's a saving of almost £3,500. For full details of this and other great deals, log on to 4car.co.uk. In part 2, which of our hatches is quickest on our crosstown challenge and is hot enough to take on the Honda S2000 head-to-head on the track?
The new Honda Civic Type R may have proved a real success for the hot hatch fanatics, but that was mainly on twisty A roads. These cars will spend most of their lives in busy cities. So can these three hatches give us the same thrills and spills in a busy urban environment? Well, let's find out.
We brought them to a private road network to see which will be the quickest off the mark, nippiest on the city streets within legal speed limits, and best at coming to a sharp halt. The car which completes the course in the quickest time will have to prove its worth against one of the best sports cars around. Now, to measure the speed of which this car will be travelling, I've been given the latest telemetry system, satellite hello there computer, which will be telling me how fast we get to, say, 40 miles an hour and how fast we brake from 40 miles an hour down to 0, so we can measure our three cars' nippiness. The first car we're testing is the Toyota Corolla T-Sport. Jason's off and running. Go on, son. Go on, nail it. And we got up there in 4.85 seconds. It's nippy, isn't it?
It is nippy, but only once it gets on the can.
Now, this stretch of road is limited up to 60 miles an hour.
Brakes are fabulous on this car.
They are
great
good,
feel.
Steering lock out of this little junction. It's not bad, but the nose of the car does go into the other lane. Round and roundabout.
Let's have a look. Front-wheel drive understeer, city. Got to look out for the old woman now with a dog, haven't we?
Watch it, Jace! There's a lady!
Oh, hello.
Braking hard
great.
up to the zebra crossing, and it can tell us that from 40 miles an hour down to 0, we broke in less than 2.5 seconds, 2.41 seconds. We travelled a distance of 17 metres, and that's pretty good, isn't it?
And pulled 0.9 G.
0.9 G, not bad at all.
Impressive, and a lap time to beat of 55 seconds.
I expect this car to be slightly quicker.
It's always done well in the past.
Done well in the past. It's one of our favourites, and it's got a lower centre of gravity, so I expect it to be a little bit more nippier.
How's that go?
Go on, Jace. Well, in fact, it's a little bit slower to 40 miles an hour at 5.2 seconds.
It's got good grip, this car.
So we're on the anchor's half now. Steering lock?
Not as good as
nowhere near as good as the
But the
Corolla.
chassis is much more fun. It's a bit more sporty, a bit more lively.
On the brakes.
Oh, there's
now.
that old girl again. Just doesn't want to stop.
Well, down to braking, we got from 40 down to 0 in 2 seconds, which is marginally quicker than the Corolla T-Sport.
Yeah.
So it's quicker on the brakes, but not quicker on acceleration.
Doesn't feel.
Now, the brakes don't feel up to the job like the Corolla T-Sport did.
Despite its brakes, it's actually a whole 4 seconds nippier than the T-Sport.
It's the slowest of the three up to 40 at 5.8 seconds.
It's got the best engine by a long way. On the brakes, oh, hello, slow down. Whoa, baby.
Steering lock. Oh, no, it's not
near as good.
worse than the freeway over the other side of the road. You can feel every rut and bump and manhole cover in the road, though, in this car. The suspension is stiff as you like. On the brakes.
Nearly got her.
The brakes are comparable with the other two cars at just over 2 seconds. But this car, for me, gives me the best hot hatch feel.
Yeah, it's got the best engine. It's not the most dynamic chassis. I think the Clio's got that. This feels more stable, more composed.
So if you had to choose any car as a hot hatch out of the three, which one would it be?
This one.
The best engine and the quickest around the circuit confirm the Civic as the nippiest of our trio. Now the ultimate challenge, is the Civic hot enough to compete with its big brother, Honda's flagship sports car, the S2000?